Hi guys, second video for today. For all you guys that watched my first video, I wanted to clarify a couple of things. There's a couple of things that came to me today, and I want to make sure I communicate it. Number one, I am not frantic. I think that it is petty for somebody to use children as a pawn, okay? I really do. But I want to tell you, I want to use this as a teaching moment for everybody that watches me. We have patterns in our lives, okay? And this particular pattern that I'm going to share with you pertaining to my ex-husband started as a child with my father. My father is a tyrant, okay? And I have encountered many tyrants. Why? Because that's what I was used to, okay? I was used to that treatment. It was a comfortable treatment, okay? That's why I married Eric. And so, of course, you don't know it in the beginning, you know? Like, they come in, they look fantastic. They're so nice and they're so charming. And then, you know, once they get you under their control, they use scare tactics to keep you there, right? And so they'll use different things, you know, obviously, you know, telling you, you know, to question your worth. And of course you do. You question your worth because you always believe them, because they're the ones that are supposed to love you and you're supposed to trust them. And so if they say those things about you, then it's probably true, right? Or they'll use, you know, physical abuse, or they'll use different things in your life, maybe the Bible, or maybe finances, or maybe different things. So I'm actually very, very calm, because what I know is that those tyrants are also called bullies, okay? And so I know that my kids are okay, and I'm okay. And I know that I'm going to get the help that I need, and that everything's going to happen when it's supposed to. I've already been reassured of that. So let's just get that out there. So if you see a pattern in your life, now I have chosen to put my life in the public. Why? Because that's what I'm called to do. So use my example. Never let a bully do this to you. Stand up to them. See, throughout my marriage, until I started standing up to him, I would try to oppose what he was saying, and then he would throw, as us parents would call it, a tantrum. And of course, I just didn't want to deal with it. So I would just let it go, let him have his way, right? But as I started healing and I started realizing these patterns, I started pushing against it. But it's uncomfortable because you've been so used to just giving in. I mean, you might blow up, but then you go right back, right? That's what we always do. But here's the thing. I'm not backing down anymore. The bully's not winning in my life anymore.
Romano. Please proceed.
The bully's not winning anymore.
For a message.
So I'm okay.
Romano.
I know my children are okay. But isn't it funny how they do that? So he's been doing this to me for what? We got divorced 2 years ago. So now it's been 18 years. It wasn't quite this bad in the beginning. But then again, I didn't really push very hard at the beginning, did I? Wasn't very strong then, did I? Didn't really believe in myself. See, I'm not giving in anymore. You know, even with my father, I'm not giving in. You know, like I told you, there were several times in my life where, you know, we went several years without speaking because it wasn't right. But then I'd always go back, I'm sorry, you know, and the only thing my father really potentially has over me at this point is a inheritance, which I don't care about money. I don't care about money. Money is not important to me. I mean, don't get me wrong, I want to have money and I want to have nice things, but I'm not going to allow somebody to use it to fucking control me. Have your money. I don't care. So anyway, I just wanted to throw this out there. I'm going to put my GoFundMe. You know, and no, I'm not gonna do that. If you want to watch my other message that I put out earlier, I have a GoFundMe in the description there. If you want to email me, my email is then.vortex@gmail.com. I want to collaborate with people. So I am communicating with the collective, okay? Because we are a family. We're a family. We are here to, you know, support one another, encourage one another, educate one another. You know, and so yeah, this is a lesson that I've learned, and I've been sitting here today, and I wasn't even frantic when I put that message out this morning, But I was just like, you know what? I've never asked for help, like really asked for help. You know, I've always felt very like scared of asking for help. But then you throw my kids in the mix. I'd do anything for them. I'd do anything for those kids. Absolutely anything. And you know what? A lot of this push that I've had has been, you know, I was thanking God the other day. And I was going, you know what, Lord, thank you so much for those 3 beautiful children that you gave me, because you know what? They are the ones that kept me going a lot of the time. Because when I didn't believe in myself, I questioned myself so much. And I kept going. I was like, no, I got to do this for them. I got to do this for them. So I'm thankful for them. They're my little angels. And if you look at the names, what their names mean, Clementine means mercy, Eden means paradise, and Lucius means light.
Your attention, ladies and gentlemen. Passengers
On that,
should
I'm
be
gonna
aware
sign
of
out.
Unauthorized solicitors for ground
I love you guys.
transportation services.
Don't
Ground
back down to those
transportation may be
bullies.
arranged
You got
from the
this.
service counter